SRO Magazine presents Backstage at Rocklahoma 2014.
The event mankind has been waiting for.
Rocklahoma 2014 and SRO Magazine is there interviewing all the hottest acts in rock music today.
This is Ferg with SRO Magazine, and we are live at Rocklahoma 2014 with one of the greatest bands ever. Hellyeah, this is Tom Maxwell. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, thank you.
It's my pleasure. Got to talk to one of your compatriots, Vinnie Paul, not too long ago,
Yep.
and man, I'm just a huge fan, and I thank you for taking the time out to talk to Ferg and SRO Magazine.
Hey, it's our absolute pleasure. Thank you for having us.
No problem. So, Sangre por Sangre, and I like
Yeah.
to say that because it makes me sound smarter. Sangre por Sangre, Blood for Blood is Blood for Blood's the new album, the new single.
Yeah.
Man, how are the people loving it?
They're really digging it, man. It's it's a departure, sort of, kind of, from what we did in the past few records. We kind of shed it off the kind of party mentality and kind of got back to just wanting to just beat people up emotionally and just sonically. So it's we're playing some new stuff live and people are digging it, man. And the song is starting to take traction on the radio, which is cool.
Excellent. Well, your lead singer, your vocalist Chad Gray, once he said in an interview that you're kind of trying to piss people off with this when you're trying to make a statement with this album.
You know what? It's kind of always been us against the world. We've always had to fight really hard, and we went through some drama to get to this record, make this record. We parted ways with a couple of our members, and it was a necessity that we had to do in order to do this record, actually. And we kind of just we wrote this for ourselves. We didn't write it for anybody, for label or management or what we could have thought people might have wanted to hear from us. And we just said, you know what, man, let's just go out there and be as organic and honest and transparent as possible. And 4 months later, after beginning it, we went in the studio with Kevin Churko. It was the first time we ever worked with a producer, because we've always done our own stuff. It's the first time Vinnie Paul in many, many years just got to sit back and play drums and not worry about engineering and all that other, fine tuning and stuff. And it turned out really, really special. The record is just beyond anything we expected. And I think people, when they hear it, are going to be pretty jaw dropped about what they hear. There's a lot of deep stuff, and it's kind of like a return to some stuff that we did. It wasn't like we meant to write radio songs, but there's some songs on there that a song like Moth and Hush that'll be down the road. People are going to hear, our radio program, our radio people heard it and they're just like, Jesus, these are huge. So we're excited.
Well, Vinnie said he was allowed to just to go out and actually concentrate a little bit more on drumming and be able to do it. And now, how was it to be here in Rocklahoma?
I tell you, we're really happy. I hung out with the promoter last night. We were down at the Hard Rock, and Dolly Parton was playing. So
how cool!
Yeah, very cool. I mean, you have superstars, you have icons, and then you have people like Dolly who are national treasures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And all her crew are friends of ours. They're all these metal guys. They used to work for all the metal bands. They still do, actually. And it was a big kind of family reunion. But you know what? We did Rocklahoma 2 years ago. We headlined the same stage that we're doing tonight, and
I was here.
It was a fantastic show, and the crowd was on fire. And we're just happy and honored to be. Well, welcome back. I was hanging with the promoter last night, and he's tickled pink that we're back here, and it's good vibes, man.
Well, this is, I mean, and I have to say it. This is kind of you guys' festival. This is the crowd that loves Hellyeah.
Yeah, they do.
You got that southern hard, just the
metal. It's a very healthy mixture of good people. And we've been gaining a lot of new fans. We just finished a tour with Avenged Sevenfold, which put us in front of an audience that normally wouldn't know who we were. They're kind of like the young trenders,
Right,
trendy
right,
guys,
right.
The little hip kids, and
My son.
we were like, they took to us like a tick on the dog, man. It was just awesome, and we went out there every night and just did what we always do. We don't have like massive production and shit like that. We just kind of go out there like old school style, and just our amps, our guitars, our drums, and just us just railing it, and like old school, the way Pantera did it back in the day, the way Metallica did it back in the day. It was just
the way Mudvayne and Nothing Face and all of you guys.
It's all 100% live play. You're not getting a computer on the side stage just filling in extra instruments or voices. And granted, nothing against that, because it makes a great show. But in my mind, Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin didn't do it, or didn't need it, then I don't need it either. I'm going to go out there and just kick some ass.
100% pure grade rock and roll.
Right.
In its purest sense.
It's honest, and it's completely honest, man.
Well, I'm a huge fan, and I have been. I mean, I've been a huge fan of Nothing Face. I was a huge fan of Mudvayne. I was a huge fan of Pantera, Damage Plan, and all the way up to this. And so I mean, honestly, this is a huge honor just talking to you, man.
Okay, man, it's awesome. Thank you very much for all the support.
It is not a problem,
Seriously.
no problem, and I'll be there. We caught you guys here 2 years ago, and I mean, you kicked its ass.
Yeah, well, we plan on doing it again tonight.
Excellent.
And some new songs too.
Oh, and thank you for saying that. That's what I was going to ask. Is there a couple of that you're going to?
Yeah, we're going to do. There's 3 songs that are floating around out there. Obviously, Blood for Blood,
right?
Sangre is out there. Then we have Cross the Bear,
right? Which
went out to kind of like the street release, they call it. You know what I mean? Just to get the kind of buzz starting.
Right.
So we're doing tonight. We're going to do Sangre, and we're going to do Cross the Bear, and then we're going to fill in with some of the side dishes from all the other records.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what's the one song from the new album that when the people hear it, they're going to bang their heads, they're going to go, what's the most pissed off song on the album?
Wow, there's a couple. I think
I think
that one called Say When, for sure. It's the heaviest song we have ever done. I mean, it is blistering, and Vinny's drumming, he'll even tell you he hasn't played anything like this since probably Far Beyond Driven. Man.
He absolutely said that, yes.
And it's ridiculous. And then there's another one called Soul Killer. There's another one called DMF. I mean, it's just, the thing about this record that's so special is that from start to finish, it's a constant build. There's no fast forward songs. There's no filler. It's just badass.
Excellent.
And we're really, really tickled about it. And it's not all extreme,
right,
grinding it out. I mean, there's some songs on there that are broken down, that are quieter, but are just so emotionally heavy, and the production is just so overwhelming. People, like I said, man, people are going to be surprised. Like our producer said, he's just like, you know what? It sounds like Hellyeah, but it doesn't. It's just, it
sounds like the culmination of what you've been trying to do.
It's just, this is the record I think people have been waiting for from the very beginning. I really do. I think it's, even though it took us 4 records to get here, it really is a true sign of growth and maturity for us, and we found our sound, man.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, this is Ferg with SRO Magazine, and we are live backstage at Rocklahoma 2014 with Tom Maxwell of Hellyeah. Tom, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, brother.
All right. Remember, talk to Ferg,
go
to SRO,
Rocklahoma
and we're out.
And for all your music and entertainment news, you know where to go. Go to SRO. That's SROMagInc.com. SRO is sponsored by Kick-Ass Cables, PhDRadio.com, Robert's Guitar, TDLMusicGroup.com. The SRO audio and video was done by Carson Drive Studios and SROMagInc.com.